Group 10, and we're here to present you our berry picker project. In our project, we needed to design a device that was both lightweight, low cost, and generally easy to set up in order for farmers to better harvest their berries. So we went with a suction device that could harvest berries without farmers having to go out and do it themselves. In our design, we needed to have a device that was cheap, so under $50, lightweight, so under 400 grams, and was able to suction like berries off the stem. So we tried to meet it like an airflow of at least 4.11 cubic feet per minute. And then we also used 12-volt fans in order to power the suction device, and we needed to have a lightweight model, so we had a 3D printed model that weighed about 50 grams.
Alright, now that we've established the customer and engineering requirements, I'd like to discuss some of the successes and failures we encountered during the design process. So we initially began this project with a few different design concepts in mind, but however we had to eliminate a few of them due to different factors. One being that our initial concept might have been too complicated. We also encountered a time constraint during this project. We had certain parts that we wanted to bring in to utilize for the suction that wouldn't have arrived in time for this process. We ended up using fan for the suction, as Jordan mentioned. However, we wanted to use a pump, which would have given us more suction power. Thankfully, our design did come together pretty well, and we feel that we've met our goal of creating a very light berry picker. Alright, now I'd like to discuss our initial concept for our design process. So here you can see the underside of the drone where our attachment will go. Our initial thought was to use two of these pieces attached across here that would have a 1-inch diameter cutaway right here where we could run PVC pipe through. We would have an opening at one end, and PVC pipe would run through both of these attachments down to the bottom where a pump powers the suction to run through the whole system. We decided against this concept for a few different reasons. One, it wasn't a cohesive unit. There wasn't really anything keeping all of the pieces together. And the second was that we thought that the suction process might not have been as powerful in that design. So we went back to the drawing board and came up with a new concept. Designing our initial concept, we came up with this design you can see here. Instead of having two different pieces attached to the underside of the drone, we came up with one unit which would attach with these two fins sticking up you see here. PVC pipe would run through the center of this. And let me get an x-ray view here. So as you can see, there's a tube running through the length of this unit, and there's also a hidden cylinder inside. So we would attach fans on the back side to create suction, which would suck the berries through, and they would drop down into this little container down here where they could be easily stored for later. We decided to run PVC pipe attachment coming out of here because we can interchange them to create different lengths of arms. We have these two cylinders at the top to where you can run zip ties through to easily attach the unit to the bottom of the drone.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about how we can improve our design. Overall, I think our design was pretty good, but we played it a bit too safe on some aspects. For instance, weight. We could have stood to have the reservoir that holds berries to be a bit bigger, so in a new design we would probably increase the size of that and the overall width and length. And also we needed maybe a stronger pump, like a stronger suction device, because our fan, though very lightweight, was a bit too weak to actually be a real driving force behind our design. And also we could have slanted our pipe that drew in the berries, because the drone is going to usually be above the bush, so it could have stood to have the pipe slanted so we can better access berries without being in danger of crashing into the bush. And overall, I believe these design improvements could have made our product marketable and actually worthwhile adventure in the marketplace for farmers looking for drones. To close, our design was very creative, I believe, because we were one of the few groups to go beyond a mechanical arm or scissor part for berry picking. And I believe our design is fairly innovative and fairly simple for customers to use. We also managed to stay well under our engineering requirements, as we set a $50 limit and we managed to make it $35. And our design was very lightweight, maybe 100 grams, and we met our customer requirements of a berry picking drone that could be mounted off a drone and go out and pick berries without them having to do it themselves. Have a good day.